What are your thoughts on the teams in this group?
Yeah, the hits keep on coming. It's a lot of good teams, a lot of good volleyball this weekend for sure.
Were you surprised that this region drew the latest starting times, and will it be a challenge for the teams that make it to that regional final on Saturday to play at 9 p.m.?
Yeah, I don't profess to know the inner workings of how they schedule everything. We just control the things we can, and we'll do our best to be ready.
Coach, you have a lot of NCAA experience on this team with players who's played well despite not having it. Is Lexi, what are your thoughts on how she's played so far?
Yeah, I mean she's still holding her own, no question. I think that as the tournament goes on, I think she'll feel more and more comfortable with the format and the change in energy that happens from being in a conference setting where you've got one of 20 matches to play, where all of a sudden it gets to the tournament and it's one of potentially one. So I think she's doing really well though.
What did you see from your team this past weekend? Past the eye test, obviously you win 3-0 both matches, but did everything that you wanted to see happen this weekend?
Yeah, I was very satisfied. I thought, as I spoke to in the press conference after Friday night's match, I'm glad we had to, mix it up a little bit on Friday night. I think that set us up nicely relative to a very clean performance on Saturday. I thought, especially in serve receive, we were really strong. I thought we served well. I thought the offense had a lot of different range, and defensively we were clean as well. So yeah, I liked the way it kind of set up for us. A good test right out of the gate, and then a nice performance on Saturday.
Hugh, is a program that focuses a lot on incremental progress at every practice and every game. Does that get harder this time of year?
Yeah, I think so, but it's really just a mindset from the athlete's perspective, making sure that they're still committing to the things that got us where we are today. And I can tell you, yesterday we got a couple of things in place that we weren't doing last week, so it was nice to see that. That's been a consistent trademark of this group, is their commitment to the process, and it was exhibited again once yesterday.
When you first got here and were looking at the culture that you wanted to establish, what did the Tapp sisters bring to the table, and what part did you envision them playing in what you wanted to establish here?
Well, when I first got here, they weren't here. So when that class arrived, obviously it was a big class in 2013, but the team was still good. If you'll remember, I think we were 15-5 maybe in the conference, and we went on to the Sweet 16, I think. But after that graduating class of 2013 left, that seemed to be the right time to try to shift things a little bit. And I'm not sure it was necessarily broken before I got here. It's historically a very strong program, and I just thought that there needed to be a shift in the way we were going about doing things. So they were the group that really had to carry that load.
What characteristics did you see in them that made you think that they were the right people to come in and make adjustments that you wanted to make?
Well, I think they're, the fact that they were young, was right, that they weren't entrenched in a different paradigm. They were open to the idea of becoming the best they could be. I think principally they were aligned with what we wanted to do. They wanted to dream some big dreams, and that's what we've been all about. And they were prepared to do the work. So those were probably the characteristics of that class.
And as the Tapp sisters finish out their career, what imprint are they going to leave on this program?
Well, I think a good one, but I'm not sure it was exclusively the Tapps per se. I mean, that whole group of athletes that came in that year all had an influence over their 4 years to create the foundation on which we stand today, and certainly Dally was able to do that too. I mean, she was a 4-year athlete for us, and they've all contributed. So certainly Hannah and Paige are part of a bigger group that have had a profound influence on making sure that the things that we say we want to do and the way we actually do them are closely aligned, that there's not a space between those two things. And that's what we always strive for.
I know Alyssa missed some time earlier this season, but when she's healthy and playing well, what type of effect does
Yeah, I think profoundly positive. Alyssa has been, a little bit in and out this year, but I'd say since the second half of the Big Ten and certainly into the tournament, she's been a rock. Really done a great job in receiving. Defense has been spectacular, and of late serving some good strings of points for us. So yep, she's doing great.
What's Missouri bring to?
Yeah, they're really a good team. They have a lot of different people that can score. Their offense is quite varied. They hit out of the back row a significant amount. Is something that we see a little bit of, but not nearly as much as they're going to bring to the table. Yeah, a lot of good players, and we'd expect it to be a good match. You know, it's a Sweet 16. You know, everyone can play now.
They remind you of anybody?
No, I think they're doing a little bit different than most right now. Yeah.
Anything else for Coach?
All right. Thanks, everybody.
Thank